Hello everybody and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs and to my craft room. I am so happy to be here with you this Tuesday evening for Tutorial Tuesday. And I have a few fun things to share with you tonight. So we're going to mash up a few of the current Stampin' Up! Products. And we're going to continue with my feature of the week, which is, of course, the Spruced Up bundle. So if you follow along on my blog or if you get my newsletter, you'll know that this week I am playing with the amazing Spruced Up bundle from the mini catalog. So I am going to share that with you. We're going to mash it up with some other products, like I mentioned. We're going to use the Santa Express. Hi, Sonia! Santa Express Memories and More card pack. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks with that kit because I was blown away when I opened it up last weekend. I had no idea this little kit was so awesome, or I would have been playing with that all season long. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to show you how I've mashed it together to make today's card. Today's blog post this morning was another card that I've mashed the two together. And I'm going to show you a few other projects as well, along with highlighting both the Spruced Up bundle and the Memories and More card kit. So I'm just going to get my screen up here so I can see comments because we are going to, just give me a sec here. We are going to do the camera flip this time because I'm tired of my IT stuff not working when I try and do it the fancy way, so we're going old school. My puppy is trying to jump up here on the video table with me, which is probably not a great idea. He's not so little. So Linus, lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Okay, we really don't need his big paws up here on the table. All right, so let me get started. I can't actually find the video on my computer, which is a bit of a problem. Hello, Sherry, welcome. Let me just refresh here and see. There we go. Okay. So now I have the comments in front of me, so that's perfect. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to flip the camera down, and then, so if you're a little motion sickness, close your eyes. I'm going to do it as quick and as painlessly as possible. And then we will share some products and go over a few things, and then we'll get to crafting. So bear with me one moment while I get this adjusted. Hello, Tina, and welcome. I'm just going to flip this camera around. Go, just tighten it up here. Don't mind my hand. Okay, zoom it in a bit. There, that was pretty easy. Okay, a lot easier than fighting with that IT stuff, let me tell you. All right, so now we're down here. So, as I mentioned, I have been playing with the Spruced Up bundle all week here at Bird's Nest Designs, and this bundle is just so much fun. It's absolutely amazing. I've got a post to share with you every day this week, Monday through Friday. So I just loved it so much I couldn't stop playing. So this can be found in the mini catalog on page 13, which is right here. So this guy here, it's $62 here in Canada. So if it's something you like, make sure to add that to your wish list. So this is the bundle here. Now, the card I shared with you this morning on my blog, and if you're not on my blog, it's createwithbirdsnest.ca. Here is the retro themed card that I created. Now, can you see, hopefully you can see that in the camera, the shine, the gold mixed with the purple. I just love this, and I've used silver foil and gold foil to create the gifts, which is just one of the dies right here in this die kit. And then here's what I've used from the Memories and More pack that I was talking about before, are these little wooden elements right here. They are out of this world, you guys. Like, they are so fun. So we'll get to those in a minute. But this here is the Festive Foils paper. It's stunning. I love that kind of retro look it provides when you combine it with the purple. And then, of course, the inside has to be decorated up as well. So that's what I've done to the inside. So that was a really fun card. And all of the instructions, the products I've used, all of that can be found on today's post. So head on over there if you're interested in that. So we're going to do this. But before we start, I do want to share with you this awesome Memories and More kit. And I've just got mine in a bag here, so bear with me here a second. Should have had this out first. So on page 17 in the same catalog, the mini catalog, let me find that for you, right here. So what we're talking about is this guy right here, number 5. It doesn't look like much here, and honestly, I think that's why I skipped over it. But this is the Santa Express Memories and More card pack. It's $16.50, and you get so much. Let me show you. So you get 54 cards, and they come in a variety of sizes. So these are the 3x4. As you can see, they are super, super cute. Double-sided, so you can select which ones you like. Like, look at this. C is for cookies, Christmas cheer. I love it. Lots of room for journaling if you're into making a Days of December albums or scrapbooking, any of that. These are really awesome. Now, this is the one we're going to use in our project today, so I'm just going to set that off to the side. But look, just check these out. They're so fun. Merry Christmas, like easy, easy cards. So that's some, look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. All right. So those are the 3x4. I'll do these last. And then you also get some 4x6. So again, double-sided, really fun designs. Check out those candy canes with pink stripes. I love it. Oh, what fun. Like, these are just adorable, right? So here we are. Season's greetings. Look at those trees. Oh my goodness, look at the trains. Like, I'm telling you guys, these are awesome. I love this. Happy Christmas. That is so pretty. Okay, so you get a total of 54 cards in the combined sizes. Then, those are something different. I'm going to talk about those in a sec. Then, here is what I was so shocked about. This is these little wooden elements, okay? And they just pop out. So, I will show you the card we are making today. My original one, I used holidays. We're going to use Christmas, so we'll keep that off to the side. But on that joy card I shared with you, this retro one, here's where I took the joy out, and then these little stars and snowflakes. Like, there's just so many elements in here, and the wooden pieces are really cool. All right, you also get some stickers that are really fun. Okay, so again, like I mentioned, if you're into making Christmas albums, a December album, here's all your numbers for you. They're awesome. You also get window sheets, printed window sheets. Okay, these would make awesome shaker cards, or you could just layer them up on top of some cardstock. So all of that you get in your Memories and More card pack for $16.50. So it's a really awesome deal, and one that I wanted to share because I was super excited when I opened it, like I said. So all of that, we're gonna leave the wooden ones out. Now what I was over here, these are the Santa Express Memories and More cards and envelopes. So in this one, you get 20 card bases and 20 envelopes, so 10 red, 10 green, and they come with the envelopes. So let's check these out. So here, shaded spruce, and it's got a nice white front for your address, and then it's got the coordinating card base, already scored for you, a little bit of a nice distressed look on it. And the red is the same, so you get a red envelope, and these are Poppy Parade. And then you get this fun card. So now you can use the polka dots, which of course are really cute. You could have this be the front of your card and just have a red card base. And of course the insides are white. So that's another great product. It coordinates beautifully. Like, check that out, right? Ta-da! Cards made. Anyway, lots of fun with these products. So don't look past these because they really do warrant another look. So I should mention that the 20 cards and envelopes are $15. Okay, so let's put all of this aside. And I want to show you, while we're on that, let me show you what I made today. I'm having a team stamp camp this weekend for my Bird's Nest Stampers team of demonstrators, and we're going to have a stamp camp we have quarterly. So I wanted to make everybody a little gift. So I chose to make these. So here are the card from the Memories and More. I've decked it out with a little ribbon and some embellishments, some red rhinestones. And these cute little bags, if you're wondering, those are this month's Paper Pumpkin add-on. So they're called the North Pole Sacks. They're product number is 162416. Let me just check here. They're $5.50. That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. So $5.50 and you get 12. Now you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to order these yourselves. But if you're interested and you'd like some order, just let me know. And if you're local, I can order them up for you. So that's, yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's a really cute project, made really simple using those cards. Okay. That off there. All right. Let's do some stamping. Are you guys excited? Are you excited to see what we're going to make with this adorable stamp set? So I'm going to show you the sample card that I made, but I want to tell you there's some tricks. So you're going to want to hang around and see what I've done and how I've done this. So here is the card that we are going to recreate. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to switch it up a little bit. This one says Happy Holidays. This is one of the wooden elements. Check out different colors, right? I'm going to show you how to change that color. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take Christmas out. And you just got to be a little bit gentle when you're popping it out. We don't want to break it. Of course, I keep picking the ones with eyes. These little eye dots here. Okay, so I'm just going to peel this out of here. The tea is sticking and you don't want to wreck it because if you break it, then it's broken. Why is that not popping out? I'm just going to grab my little tool here and help poke that out. I feel like it's not quite cut through right there. Okay, there's our Christmas word. I'm going to leave the eye. No, I'm not, because we're going to need to address that too. So I'm just going to pop the little dot for the eye out as well. Okay, so the rest of this we don't need, but you're going to want to pay attention because this is really fun. All right, so we're going to use Christmas. The rest of the card we're going to kind of keep with the same look is what I'm envisioning in my mind anyway. So to start with, let's go ahead and change this up. So I don't want to have this neutral wood look, although it is lovely and it's very pretty, but I'm going to switch it. And on this one, I did gold. If you can see that in the camera there, this is like a gold. What I'm going to do this time is I want to do silver. So I'm going to just switch it up a bit. I've got my embossing tools kit here. So this is available in the mini catalog as well. These are the 4 items that you get in the kit. And I'm going to use some silver embossing powder and my Versamark. So I don't know if you guys have ever done this before. If you have, leave me a comment, let me know. I'm dying to see what you guys think of this because I really love this technique. So first thing we're going to do is take our word Christmas, make sure it's the right way. We don't want to do this on the back. We're going to go on the front, get that little dot in there too. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. There we go. Okay, so I'm taking up my Versamark ink pad. Again, if you're familiar with heat embossing, this is just a clear sticky powder, or ink pad, sorry. It's going to stick to the powder. And I'm just going to get this, kind of dabbing this wooden element in here. Okay. Now, if you're watching along, give me those thumbs up and those hearts. Those are just like the oohs and ahs I get when you're in my studio with me live making cards. So I want to know what you guys are thinking of this. So now we've got our ink on here. I'm going to use these tweezers carefully. I'm going to grab it by the side here. Okay, somewhere. Let's maybe get it more in the middle. Okay, so that is all sticky with our ink. Oh, that little dot is going to be. Okay, now I'm going to take my silver embossing powder and I'm going to just go over top. Now we are actually heat embossing, and I love this tray because it doesn't matter how much I drop down there. It's collecting it all for me. Okay, so we are actually going to heat emboss this wooden element. Okay, so you can see in the camera, I hope you can see that it's all covered nicely. It's all got the powder stuck to it. Now, I've got my heat tool. Unfortunately, I can't mute the camera the way I've got this set up, so bear with me while I get this heat gun going. Just hold down here until it warms up a bit. Thankfully, it's not overly loud. Okay, so now we're gonna heat emboss, and let's hope, oh, can you see that? Oh my goodness, I'm loving it already. Can you see how it's just changing to that nice metallic silver? I actually am loving this even more so than the gold on that original one. It's got more shine. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too. Look at how that turned out. So fun. Oh, I see a couple little spots that maybe need a bit more heat before we turn that off. Let me just get that. There we go. Okay, when I held it up, I could see that there was some powder that hadn't yet melted. And you want to make sure it's all nice and melted so that you get this really awesome. Okay, check that out. Can you see it? Oh, I love it, I love it. So we've just turned that wooden element, although it was beautiful in its own right, to this nice, elegant silver shimmery now. So let's quickly, before we forget, do this tiny little dot. It's going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? Oh. Okay, well, it's already sticking to there for me. So I'm just using my tweezers. I'm dabbing it in there. And then I'm going to dab it in here, get that powder on it. And then really quickly, I'll heat this up as well. Okay, so you can, oh yes. Perfect, okay, done. Now we've got the little dot done. We've got our word, okay. What do you guys think? Have you done that before? Carol's saying it's beautiful. Yes, I love it. Has anybody tried this before with other wooden elements or anything fun that you can emboss? It's really neat to do it on something other than just paper. So I'm just going to get the rest of this ink or powder in here before I end up spilling it all over. All right, so I'm done with that. Now, let's go ahead and create the rest of this card. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Okay, so I'm starting with a shaded spruce card base. So again, this is just a normal base, 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to use from the Spruced Up stamp set right here. I'm going to be using this lovely snowflake and this little bunch of stars. Okay, so I'm going to use both shaded spruce ink along with some white craft ink. Oh goodness, I can get it open. There we go. So what I'm going to do is just create a really random pattern on the front of my card. And I'm going to use my bone folder here. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp some snowflakes. I love the subtle look of tone-on-tone stamping. It just gives it such a nice effect, and it's super easy to do. Okay, so we've got some snowflakes on there. I always like to have some going kind of off the edge because it just gives it more of a random look. So we're done with the shaded spruce for now. And then we're going to use these fun little stars. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this white craft ink. I've had a few people mention to me that we feel like they're always adding more ink refill to it. And I'm telling you that is totally normal. So if you want this nice white image, then you do need to ink your ink pad up regularly because it's, I don't know, it tends to fall down into the ink pad, like go to the bottom or what, I don't know. But I'm forever inking mine up too. Because I do really like that nice white crisp image. So there, I like that. So we've gone ahead and stamped this. Now I want to take this card. So this is going to be kind of the focal point I know we're covering up a whole bunch of that stamping, but it's easier to try and just get it all over than to try and just do it around the frame, right? So this is going to be the focal point of our card, the middle part. And because we embossed with silver, then I want to use silver foil for the accents on my card as well. So I've just got a scrap piece here of foil that was in the bag with my other foils, and it's 3 inches, not quite 3 inches. Yeah, it is 3 inches long. And I want to just cut a little piece. So actually I'm going to use the shorter edge here, and I'm just going to cut edges off. Now I'm not worried about it being flat or straight, so that's why I'm not using my paper trimmer. I'm going to turn this over. And I know it's such a shame to cover up this Merry Christmas, but what I love is that there's 6 of all of the cards in that kit. So I don't need to worry that I'm using up one of these. Okay. So I've just got the adhesive on both sides, and I'm just gonna put this down here and just stick it on so that there's a little bit showing on the top and the bottom. Okay, now we can go ahead and attach that to the card. Okay, we'll attach that like this. All right. So we've got our base card started. Then what I want to do, sorry, I just had to grab another piece of paper that I forgot over there. I'm going to take a piece of mint macaron, and I'm going to use this Christmas tree right there. And again, I'm going to use color on color. So I'm using mint macaron ink. I have no idea why I have that line down my ink pad. It has never changed how the ink stamps, but it's very strange that it's there. Okay. So I'm just getting this right on like that. And then what I do want to show you is how awesome these dies are. So here is our Spruced Up Outlines dies. And this one coordinates with this tree. So I actually want to cut this out on here and also out of the silver. So I've got my die cutting machine off here to the side, and I'm just, rather than shaking the camera, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out so that you guys can see the effect but don't have to see the whole table shaking. So 1 minute while I do that. And again, Linus has popped on over to see what all this commotion's about. So, okay. So when I cut that out, look what it did. It cut out the tree and this beautiful outline. So I love these dies so much. So I'm just going to really quickly cut out one more out of the silver. Okay, so there we go. So one die and you get both the solid and the outline. Okay, the same is true for the smaller tree and all 3 ornaments, and of course that gift that I showed you on that retro card I made. Okie dokes. Now let's go and build this card up. So ahead of time, I heat embossed the word Merry in white embossing powder onto a little piece of Poppy Parade. So I want to go ahead and attach that first onto my card here. So I'm going to stick it right about here, almost to the edge of that little line. Okay. And then I'm going to attach my silver tree right here. Okay. And you could use some adhesive on this. There would be nothing wrong with doing that, but I am going to opt not to, and I'm going to make sure it's stuck down when I put my Stampin' Dimensionals on. And of course, I don't have any Stampin' Dimensionals handy here. Good thing I've got a stockpile. So give me 1 sec while I open this up. I could have used the minis, but the larger ones will just work a little bit nicer. Okay, so I'm going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my tree here. And I'm going to put a few, probably more than I need, but I want to make sure they're secured to this tree when I attach it. Okay, so let's peel the backings off. Okay, so that's on there like that. This one I want to be just slightly offset from that one. So kind of like, oops, kind of like this. You can see that that tree, the silver one, is now secured. It's not going to fall off. It's secured because of the dimensionals on the green tree. All right. Now, here we go. Let's take our Christmas, and we're going to put the Merry Christmas right here across the tree. So I'm going to use multi-purpose glue. And when I lay it where I want it, I'm just paying attention. So I want the glue on the R, the I, S, and the T, more or less. Okay, so, oops. You don't want to have a whole bunch. You really don't want to have this coming, you know, squishing out. So we're going to lay that across. Be mindful when you're doing this that your wood piece is not going beyond the card, because you do want this to fit in the envelope, right? Okay, there we go. Now I do have a bit of a gluey mess right there behind the R. Thankfully, multi-purpose liquid glue does dry clear. So once that's dry, we won't be able to see it. And then we've got this little tiny I dot here to deal with. And if I can get this picked up, there we go. Oh, okay, well that wasn't supposed to happen. Laura, who knows where that would have went? Okay, well, after all of that, now it's just gone on my desk. I have no idea. So we're going to improvise. We're going to just pivot and do something different. All right. It was A for effort on that part. Okay, so we've got our Merry and Christmas on there. And then what I want to do is take some festive pearls. I love these little pearls. And when this catalog retires at the end of December, I'm going to be so sad to see these guys go. Now, usually there is red up here as well as the pool party silver and gold, but I've used all the red ones on this package. So what I'm going to do is, because our little dot for our eye went flying across my room, we're going to take one of these silver ones and we're going to use that for the dot on our eye. That was much simpler. I should have thought of that in the beginning, but anyway, all good. Okay, so now let's just add a couple little extra dots. We like to have a little bit of bling on our Christmas cards especially. Okay. So Merry Christmas. All right, now let's do something on the inside, because no card is complete without showing a little bit of love to the inside of the card too. So I've got a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white, and I'm just gonna layer up these little trees down here in the corner. So I always just like to do something a little bit different, keeping in the same thought of what we did on the front when we used the dimensionals. I don't want to add more dimensionals to the inside, so I'm just going to use adhesive. And let's go ahead and put this guy here, and then we'll put this little tree right here. And it's okay, it's hanging off the edge a wee bit. That's okay, I kind of did that on purpose. I'm going to trim this off. There we go. And let's stamp a greeting. I love the greetings in this stamp set as well. So we're going to pull out our shaded spruce again. And let's put, may it be yours this holiday season. This will make more sense when we're done. So we're going to stamp that one right here in the center of the card. And then right above it, we're going to stamp this other sentiment that's also part of the stamp set. I hope this is going to be straight. Oh, there we go. Okay, so whatever brings you happiness, may it be yours this holiday season. And we can go ahead and attach that the inside of our card using some Stampin' Seal or some multi-purpose glue, whatever is your jam. All right. Okay, there we have it. There is our fun card with some fun embossing technique on there. So we've got one we did today in silver that says Merry Christmas, and we've got the one I did the other day or yesterday, Happy Holidays. So one in silver, one in gold. I've got a few of you watching along, so in the comments, let me know, do you prefer the gold or the silver? I'm loving the look of the silver embossing because it's got a little bit more metallic look to it. But I kind of like the way the gold pops against the green. So I'm torn. I think they're both really pretty. So I'm waiting to see which ones you guys like. All right. So while silver, yes. Okay, so while you're looking at that, I am going to switch the camera back one more time. You're probably going to get a look at Linus because he's sitting there. Oh, yeah, there's Linus, and Lucy's laying on the floor. They're patiently waiting for me to be done this video. Oh, dear. Okay. He's sitting in the lazy boy with his head on the table right now, watching me. So, silver, I'm seeing votes for silver. So Carol likes silver and Sherry likes the silver. Awesome. I hope that today's video has shown you guys a new technique, given you some ideas. It's really fun to use heat embossing on something other than paper, and that those wooden elements are absolutely perfect for it. So have a little fun with that, and you know, think outside the box. So if you would like to place an order, or you would like to get your hands on these Memories and More kits, they were currently in stock before I checked when I came on live, so they should still be available. You can message me if you're local. I do have an order going in this evening, which is kind of short notice, but regardless, I will be putting another one in on the weekend. So if you would like, just let me know. I forgot to point out, I did have my host code on the corner of my paper while I was on the desk view there. So that's my current host code. I will post it in the comments, and it's on my blog. So you can find it all over those, my blog posts at createwithbirdsnest.ca. It looks like silver is the winner, you guys. I'm looking at the comments right now, and looks like everybody's loving the silver. So yay! Again, silver and gold, so fun. And if you missed the beginning, I do want to share the card I was talking about, the Joy card, the retro kind of vibe. It wasn't what I was going for, but the minute I added this gold paper and then the purple, I was like, oh yeah, there it is. So here we've got those gifts cut out and the wooden elements. These ones are just plain natural. I didn't emboss them, but really cute. So there we have it. Thank you for taking time out of your evening and joining me here in my craft room and stamping along with me. It's so much fun to share creativity with all of you. If you liked today's video, give me a thumbs up, show me some hearts, share the video. There's a good chance that if you liked it, then somebody in your group will like it as well. And maybe we can expand our card making group. So thank you again. If you have any questions or comments, leave them here and I'll go back and answer them. It was a blast to craft with you, and I will see you all real soon. Cheers.